Ciao, my name is Alessandro and this is Johanna, and today we're gonna be playing Ada's Library. We're gonna be learning how to play this game and we're gonna have a playthrough. This game is published by Playte Games, who kindly sent the game together with some other games that you're gonna see here. We're gonna be learning how to play and playing all these games, and you're gonna find the playlist with all these playthroughs at the link showing right now at the top right corner, so feel free to check it out. Playte Games will also be participating in UK Games Expo 2025, and you're gonna be able to find them at the Revelation Games booth. You're gonna find all the information in the description of this video, plus the pre-order link for any of their games. But now let's talk about Ada's Library. Ada has an OCD, I think. Ada really wants her books to be ordered and sorted in a certain way, so we're gonna have the how to play of this game, and then we're gonna jump straight into the playthrough. You can jump to the relative section using the timestamps in the chapter of this video. Also, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and if you feel extremely generous, there's also a way to support the channel at Patreon or Ko-fi in the description below, and thanks to everybody who already supported the channel. That's all, now let's learn how to play Ada's Library. Welcome to Ada's Library. You can see some cats are strolling around, and there's different type of books. There's science, magic, nature, and so on, and Ada wants to keep them organized. Start with the setup. The game comes with these tiles that represent the different books, and each of them can be of one of 6 colors. So there are 6 colors in the game, and the first thing you do is taking a tile of each color and placing them randomly in the center of the board. This is going to be the baseline, which means the order in which you want the books ordered in your library. After that, we're gonna have a bag from which we're gonna draw 10 tiles each for each player. You draw them randomly and you place them from left to right. So I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm going to draw. So my first tile is going to be a red magic tile. Then is going to be another red magic tile. Not much fantasy in this library, huh? Then is going to be a gray nature tile, and so on. Now I only did it for this player because for this player I have already drawn and ordered the tiles because I want to show you the win condition, because the win condition of this game is exactly sorting all the book tiles that you have in your line in the same order that they are displayed in the baseline. So in this case my opponent would have already won because they have all the yellow books, all the light blue books, all the brown books, all the gray books, all the red books, and after all of them all the blue books, exactly in this order. But your starting situation might look like something like this, because this is what happens when you draw randomly, so you have all the colors scrambled together. The first player to actually rearrange their whole library according to the baseline wins the game. How do you rearrange all of these tiles? Well, using some cards called rule cards, and at the beginning of the game each player is gonna start with 5 of these rule cards. And that's it. Now the players are ready to start playing, and during each turn you can do 2 things. Either you play a card or discard one of your rule cards from your hand without playing it. In either case, you're basically gonna end up drawing another rule card at the end of the turn. If you play it, you activate its effect. If you don't play it, you don't activate its effect. But now let's look at all the effects that all the rules card can have, one at a time, because there are 6 different ones. Before doing that, I want to mention that if you have any missing colors in your row from the baseline, then you just ignore that color. So for example, I don't have yellow, so I don't need to have yellows starting here, but I will start with the light blues because it's the first color that I have available in my row of books. So the first type of card that I want to show you is this card, which basically allows you to take one of the books from your rows and place it at the end of the line, either end. So in this case, I would want probably this light blue tile to slide all the way to the bottom of the library. So I would have to slide all these pieces one at a time and then place it at the end. Good job! Now we already have this tile placed correctly in the row. The second type of card we have is to switch the books on the ends of our library. So I can switch this tile with this tile if I want to, bringing me to a very not so ideal situation in this case, but I want to show you how the card works. Next up, we have the move card that will allow you to move one of your books in your library a certain amount of spaces, either to the left or to the right. So in this case, I could be able to move this book tile 2 spaces to the left or 2 spaces to the right, which means I would have to move it in this way or the other way. Now, one important thing is that if I play this card with 2 movements, I will have to be able to carry out the full movement, which means I cannot select this brown book and trying to move it to the end of my library in this direction, because I can only move it by 1 and not by 2. It basically cannot fall off my library. These movement cards can have a range of different values that go from 1 to 4. And that's it for the move cards. We also have the exchange book position card. Now, once again, you cannot use the 3 exchange movement card if you cannot select a book that is 3 away. So I cannot select this book and then trying to go left, because there's no book on the 3 spaces to the left, and you don't automatically select the last book on the row. So if I select this tile, I will have to exchange it with this book, which both of the examples are kind of useless because these are all blue, but never mind. Also in this case, we have cards ranging from 1 to 4. And that's it for the exchange type of cards. Now let's get into the mean cards, the ones that are gonna affect your opponent. The first one is gonna allow you to exchange a book with a book in the same position of your opponent. So I'm gonna be able to exchange this book with this book from my opponent. And this can really mess up with the plans of my opponent. But that's not all, because there's an even worse card for your opponent. You might look at this card and be like, oh, you can just exchange the position of 2 books in the library. Well, no, because if you look carefully, there is this book symbol, which means that you're gonna be actually able to switch the position of 2 books in the baseline. So if you really want to mess up with your plans of your opponent, you can, for example, switch the positions of 2 books in the baseline. Obviously, this can give you an advantage if you're planning for it, but it's for sure gonna mess up with your opponent. There is one last card that works in exactly the same way, but it's a move card. So you're gonna be able to move a book in the baseline up to 2 positions away. Even though the arrow only points to the right, also in this case you can choose if you want to move it to the right or to the left. It doesn't matter. So I can simply do this, something like this, right? I can move to the left, in this case the red book. And that's basically all you need to know to be able to play Ada's library. Now let's dive into the playthrough. So we're ready to start playing Ada's library. So we're gonna first populate our baseline and let's see how it goes. So we have the broomstick, blue broomstick, light blue broomstick. Yellow, I don't know what that is. Blue alchemy books. Red magic. Gray nature. And then the last one is gonna be brown dragons books. Okay, so now we're gonna put all our tiles in the bag. So I'm gonna start drawing my books. I'm gonna play on this side of the board, and the first one is going to be light blue. And yeah, I'm gonna speed up this process. Okay, this is my starting configuration. Now Johanna is gonna draw hers. Okay, we got 5 cards each, so now we can start playing. Johanna, you can go, since you won our trial run and you destroyed me.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I will play this card, which allows me to move one book 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. And let's light that a little bit.
Okay.
So I like my start now.
It's better. It's looking better. I think I'm gonna play this card to move a book, exchange 2 books 4 spaces away. And I think I'm gonna do it on this brown one. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can exchange this brown book with this red book. And I draw a card.
And I will play this card, which allows me to take one book and place it right to the end. And this one feels a little bit off right now, so let's slide that one.
I'm gonna play this card to move a book 3 spaces. So it's going to be this blue one, and it's gonna move 1, 2, 3 here. Okay. So that's something.
You just messed up my plan.
Oh, you wanted to exchange with me? So sorry.
Okay, so let's exchange another one then. I'll still play the same card, but let's swap these two. I like that.
Why do you always get the mean cards and I get none of them?
Because I like playing them.
So I'm gonna play this card to exchange 2 books 3 away. So this red and this yellow are gonna be exchanged. Yeah, that's it.
Oh wow, your start is looking very good.
It's not my start, it's 3 rounds in. I made it this way.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, the start of your books are a long way into your book row. I feel like I'm behind. I am going to play this card, which allows me to move 1 book 1 space ahead. Like that, right? No, wait a minute.
You didn't like that?
Now I just swap those, isn't it?
It's the same because you're
Oh,
moving
no,
your
it
car.
is, right? Okay, I was just... Okay.
I think it's time for revenge.
No, no revenge!
Revenge?
No, thank you.
There you go. Revenge has been acquired.
You only have 1 now in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's light blue.
Yeah. Okay. So I will do this one, where I exchange these 2.
Okay, you're close, but not enough. Let's play move to the end card, and this is going to go right to the end.
No, you won!
I did. I think I did.
See, this is what I said.
Yeah, that was gonna play win on camera. So I have light blue, yellow, blue, red, gray, brown, just like Ada's commanded. While you have light blue, yellow, blue, but there's 1 blue off. And then it would have been gray,
The red is off.
brown. Yeah, the red and blue are off. But yeah, this is basically how a game of Ada's Library plays.
I liked it. I think it's fun. It's especially fun when you can play the cards where you change with
The
the
mean
opponent.
cards,
Yeah, the
yeah.
mean cards.
Did you have any more mean cards in your hand?
I got one just now.
Yeah, I also had another one. So both of us had one other of these cards. So not quick enough. Sorry.
Nope.
The order has been restored in Ada's library. So we were able to sort the books. Some people better than others. No, she was better when we tried the game. So
Thank
it's
you.
like she actually won in, like, you had way more rounds ahead. You were way more rounds ahead than me. So I'm just joking. But
It's fine.
thanks for watching. Don't forget that you can find Playte Games and all of their immense catalog at UK Games Expo 2025. You're going there. I hope you're going there and you're gonna have a lot of fun, because unfortunately I'm not. And thank you so much for watching again, and hopefully see you soon in the next Playte Games videos or other videos. I have a lot on this channel, so feel free to browse them out. Thank you again. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.